Hey fellow world-class riders, in today's video I want to talk about the sticky butt method and what is it, who, what, where, when, why, how, and basically in this video I'm going to be diving into how you can get a sticky butt. Now I actually have a program, okay, it's a 6-week sticky butt boot camp, and I'm going to share with you, those members pay a lot of money to be in the 6-week sticky butt boot camp, so I'm going to share with you today in this video for free some information which those people have to pay a lot of money for. So I'm super excited and I hope that you are too. And if you are joining me, please be sure to do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button and reach out to me. Okay, comment down below, reach out to me, ask me all your questions. Like, I'm so excited every time I hear from you guys. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, I am an FEI Level 2 certified show jumping coach. I'm actually the only one from the USA, which is crazy because there's like over 40 million registered horse riders in the US, and yet there you go, I'm the only one. So I'm, a certified equestrian coach. I've traveled the world on 5 different continents. I've worked with horses, more than 20 different countries, and there's one thing that I've seen time and time again which drives me crazy. Okay, this drives me crazy because it doesn't have to be that way. There's this weird, I've seen a lot of adult riders, they're in their 50s or their 60s, and they really want to start riding again. Their kids have moved out of the house, so they get themselves like a green horse or they start riding. And then guess what happens? When they were kids, they had all the confidence in the world. Kids just seem to have this sticky butt naturally. Okay, but then when you get in the saddle when you're a little bit older, or if you had some kids or whatnot, suddenly things have changed. Okay, we're not as confident, we're not as brave, parts are moving, we don't bounce anymore. Like, the fear of falling off is very real because we don't bounce, and we do. If we fall off, like, we break something, okay, we have to go to the hospital. We have back pains, we have neck pains, like, we have all of these things against us, okay, which we didn't have when we were kids. And this is the thing that drives me crazy. I've seen this happen, okay, I've seen ladies who are in their 60s and they fall off their horse and they break 3 ribs and a collarbone, and I don't it drives me crazy because it could have been prevented. Okay, so many of the times where I've heard of people falling off and getting seriously injured was actually really preventable, and they didn't have to get injured. And I mean, I'm only 30, I can't even imagine being 60 and breaking ribs. I don't want to fall off, and I'm 30 and I've been doing this a while. Okay, so the art of horse riding is not how many times you've fallen off or how many scars you have. It's actually the art and science of keeping the horse between you and the ground. Okay, that's what horse riding is. And if you want to be a world-class rider, okay, you want to win ribbons, you want to be that rider that other riders are looking up to, then this is like the #1 skill that you need, because this is the one thing that every professional, show jumper, Western rider, cowboys, like every professional, high-level, top rider, this is the one thing they all have in common, okay? A sticky butt. So how do you get a sticky butt? That's the big question. And so what I want to say is, and again, I have the 6-week sticky butt boot camp, which is like a really intensive program. If you are interested in finding out some information about that, the only way that you can get in, okay, it's super exclusive. The only way you can get in is to attend my webinar. Okay, my sticky butt webinar. I'm going to include a link, down below or up above. Click the link, join the webinar. The webinar is free, and that's the only way that you can get in for this boot camp. So what I want to share, okay, there's 3 steps which you need in order to get a sticky butt. Okay, you need to have balance in the saddle. So what do I mean by in the saddle? I mean sitting the trot, your canter seat. Okay, anytime that your seat is connected to that horse, you should be one with your horse, okay? Wherever they go, you go. That's balance in the saddle. The second thing that you need is balance out of the saddle. And by balance out of the saddle, no, I don't mean on the ground, okay? You don't need balance, yes, if you're stumbling over your own 2 feet walking on the sidewalk, actually that doesn't inhibit you from being balanced in the saddle. Okay, so what do I mean by balance out of the saddle? It's not walking around on your 2 feet. It's actually anytime that you are riding your horse and you're out of the saddle. So jumping position, even that rising, okay, rising in the trot, that moment that you're standing, that moment that you're rising, that's balance out of the saddle. And some of you might be thinking like, oh, well, I'm a dressage rider, or I'm an endurance rider. Like, why do I need balance out of the saddle? Like, I'm not going to be jumping. Every single horse rider has out of the saddle moments. Okay, we need balance out of the saddle. Picture your horse, and maybe this has happened to you, scooting out from under you and spooking sideways 20 feet. They scoot out from under us when we don't have balance out of the saddle. Okay, so we need both. We need balance in the saddle and we need balance out of the saddle. And then the third thing that you need, okay, this is the key to the sticky butt. You need to be able to apply it to any horse. Okay, you need to be able to copy and paste these skills to any horse. And so many of us, we learn the buttons and switches for one horse, the horse that we're comfortable with, but then the second we're outside of our comfort zone and we're on a new horse or an unfamiliar horse, it all goes away. Okay, it all goes away because mindset kicks in. We start overthinking things. We start overanalyzing things. We're like, oh my God, that horse is way bigger than my horse. Or, oh, what if there's a plastic bag? Or what if, all these what ifs fill our heads. Okay, so we need to be confident and comfortable and be able to apply all of these balance exercises in science and biomechanics. Like, there's a reason that we ride the way that we should ride. And so if we can apply that to the horse that we're most comfortable with, we need to be able to apply that to any horse. Okay, any horse, any breed, any personality. If you're used to riding lazy horses, you need to be able to apply that to a fiery type of personality horse, like a hot-blooded horse. If you're used to riding the hot bloods, you need to apply it to lazier horses. Okay, if you're used to riding thoroughbreds, you need to be able to apply it to warm bloods or Arabians or quarter horses. Like, we need to be able to successfully, as riders, apply this method, these science-backed, proven systems, to all horses. Okay, so those are the 3 things that you need in order to achieve a sticky butt. Now, as I said, all you have to do to get more information is to join me in my webinar. I'm hosting a live webinar this week, so go ahead and click the link down below or up above, and I can't wait to see you guys inside the live webinar training where I'm going to be diving into these concepts a lot more deeply. And I'm also going to give you some information about how you can join the 6-week Sticky Butt Bootcamp if that's something you're interested in. So can't wait to see you guys there. And yeah, happy trails.